SFC Fans React. I'm Shaun Middleton, and today I'm outside the Highbury Stadium, the home of Fleetwood Town FC, for today's game, Fleetwood Town versus Sunderland. The current score in the 89th minute is Fleetwood Town 1, Sunderland 2. Two Sunderland goals from Ross Stewart got the first one, and a penalty from Aidan McGeady, but Fleetwood has just scored, so Sunderland might be hanging on for the last 5 minutes, but hopefully they can see it out. Could you please like, share and subscribe to our channel? That'd be very much appreciated. Remember, subscription is free. It doesn't cost a penny. Thanks for your time. I'm still not sure the full time score. I think it's 2-2, but we're hearing loads of cheers like Jack. What did you thought of the game? It's a bit of a disappointment conceding so late.
Absolutely gutting to be 2-0 up and not win the game, so especially with 10 minutes to go. Just gut wrenching. I mean, we've started the season really well, and overall a point's not too bad of a result. You're looking at it from the start, but when you're 2-0 up, you know, I think these are the games that really you should be hanging on in, and it's just gutting to be so close to win the game and not getting there. Exactly.
I mean, you're 2-0 up, you should be seeing the game out. Who's at fault for that then? Who's at fault for that?
I just think naturally we're a bit defensive, we're a bit negative today. Unfortunately, Fleetwood put a bit of pressure on, we didn't hang on, we didn't manage the game well enough. You know, I think we got too deep in the second half, you know what I mean? And I thought we would get away with it even when they got the goal. I thought we've seen it out, but to be dropping so deep, it was a bit negative, a bit frustrating.
Have we not been doing this a lot lately though, trying to hang on, and eventually it's going to catch up with you? I think that's what happened today.
I think so. I think perhaps, you know, maybe just a little bit of naivety from some players, you know what I mean? Not realising that if we stayed where we are, kept our position and kept attacking, you know, they would be pinned back. We allowed them onto us, which is frustrating, and like you say, that should have been the 3 points. It's 2 points drop.
2 points drop, it's absolutely 2 points drop. Jack, best moment in the game, Jack?
I think the keeper's pulled off a couple of good saves, to be fair. I think, you know, the first goal was another good goal from Ross Stewart. I think he's got 5 or 6 already this season. I'd probably say that. I'm just gutting at the minute, like, to come out, you know, not get the win.
It's a sickening, like, have a safe journey home, Jack, alright? Take care, pal. I think his face says it all, right? Alright, I'm with Ben Codblods. You'll see the lad on YouTube. He's go and subscribe to him, he's got a great channel. I know you were saying there that you thought there was a fair result, but having been 2-0 up, you should be seeing them games out. Would you not think you'd be disappointed if you were 2-0 up and you dropped it like that?
I was gutted when we were 1-0 at your place and we drew 1-1, so I can see how you're feeling. But like I say, if that was Parkinson or Grayson in charge, I think you'd be absolutely fuming with the way he managed out the game. Yeah, I know we pumped a lot of balls forward, but it worked. Was it a penalty? Soft, but you gave the referee a decision to make, and at the end of the day, it's a penalty. So, again, buzzing to come back. You know, 4 points from Rotherham and Sunderland is an unbelievable return.
It is. Like you say, I think Rotherham and Sunderland will be around about the top 6. So it's well said. But I mean, on a Sunderland perspective as well, we can't seem to keep a clean sheet. And I mean, if you want to finish in the top 2, you've got to keep clean sheets. Michael Bowers says that all the time. My friend Michael Bowers says that a lot, and he's right. I mean, today it's just, again, you can't keep a clean sheet, you can't win football matches.
Absolutely, and you know, everyone says titles win, you know, defences basically win tournaments. I think defences win championships and win, you know, divisions, and you don't get many teams that go up in the top 2 that concede, you know, 1.5, 2 goals a game, which, you know, you can't do. You know, you've got the firepower at the right end now. I think Stewart's a much better Charlie Wyke. I think you've got McGeady in there. You know, you've got Embleton from midfield. So, like I say, if you can shut out, you know, the back door, you'll be okay. But I never thought Fleetwood would be scoring 2 a game. I thought it'd be 0-0s and 1-1s, and it's totally different. But like I say, if you can keep clean sheets, you're in a good position to go up.
What's your just obviously going to use Fleetwood? What's your aspirations this season, Benny? Do you think maybe he's trying to get into the playoffs? Do you think that's a realistic objective, getting in the playoffs?
Fuck the Mackhams. I think the playoffs is a bit of a heavy step. I think you've got to look for top 12 and build from there, win as many football matches as you can. You've got to remember Grayson's on half the budget Joey was, and he's done very well so far. You know, he steadied the ship, and you're in a decent position so far. I think that's 8 points from 7 games now. And
after a bad start, wasn't it? He's lost the first 4.
We played Sheffield Wednesday, Portsmouth, Lincoln, Plymouth, Rotherham and Sunderland,
big teams in there.
And then the other team was Cheltenham, who have just come up. So we've had a difficult start, probably as difficult a start as anyone. So, you know, I'm delighted, and hopefully we can carry that on.
Yeah, thanks for the interview, mate.
All the best, mate.
Take care, mate. Have a good luck for the rest of the season, pal. Fleetwood 2, Sunderland 2. Dave, disappointing, being 2-0 up. You should be seeing them games out.
Definitely 100%. Like I say, I thought we bossed the game. It was just the last 10 minutes, game management.
Game management. And everybody's praising Lee Johnson, saying...
But I will say this, McGeady should have been subbed.
You were saying that during the game, weren't you?
Johnson's petrified to take him off.
Nice, and it's the 2 goals. I never seen the goals. Was it was our fault for the goals, Dave?
Well,
their goals.
Well, the penalty was just a penalty. I mean, it was down the other end, so I couldn't really say whether it was a cast iron penalty or not.
Yeah.
That's original.
I know, but it feels proper soul destroying this being 2-0 up and then. I need by the goalie, and effectively should have been 3 points. We've dropped 2 points.
We have, but obviously you're not going to win every game. As long as we didn't get beat, but like I say, we're 2-0 up. We should have just seen that out. Should have been so easy to see it out.
Who was man of the match here, Dave? Star performer.
Yeah, I thought Stuart led the line really well.
Best moment in the game. Your favourite bit in the game?
Well, I just thought all of Stuart's game, but I thought we'll runners off him today.
Right, thanks for your time, Paul.
Cheers,
have a good night. All right.
It's Sunderland.
It's sorry, Richard from Birmingham. We've got it's a disappointing 2-2 draw after having been 2-0 up. We're through with the victory. Let's be honest. You should be seeing them games out.
Mate, do you know what it is? It's literally what I've seen for too many years now. It's Sunderland doing what Sunderland do. Do you know, like I stood there and I was like, we ain't gonna win this, even when we was in control.
Even when 1-0 up, I was a bit.
Literally, we should.
We're 2-0 away, man.
Before half time, we should have been 2-3 up. In my opinion.
Yeah. You see, I mean,
the
goalkeeper as well pulled 3 quality saves off. Quality save could have been a defeat.
Brilliant.
Let's be honest.
He was a bit scrappy line goal last week. This week a lot better. But it's Sunderland, mate. Do you know, like I stood there and I was like, I was speaking to my pals and I was like, gonna fuck it.
It's a setback. Let's be honest, it's a setback. And we could have been top. I'm not sure if we're still.
Sean, do you know what it is? Sunderland's still going to win the league. Sunderland's going up, and that's all that matters. And I tell you what, that's going to happen.
Best moment in the game and man of the match, mate. Just quickly.
Best moment of the game?
Yeah.
There weren't a best moment in the game. The whole game, Sunderland did really well.
Yeah. Man of the match quickly, because we need to try and.
Again, none of the buggers, because the whole team did well.
Right.
I ain't got a weak link, I ain't got a strong link.
Thanks for your time, Paul. Have a safe journey on, Paul, all right? All right, I'm outside the Highbury Stadium with Alan. Alan, unfortunately, we've just heard there that Fleetwood have just equalised. It's going to be 2-2 by the looks of it. Devastation, absolute devastation.
Yeah, to be fair, we were the better team for most of the game. I hope.
What's the deal there?
That's not another one.
We'll just keep on talking. So.
I hope that's not another one. We've been the better team, to be honest. We showed good energy. Callum Doyle for 17-year-olds, a little bull. I think that looks as though they've scored 3-2. I have.
So this is 3-2 to them? You've got to be kidding me.
Is that 3-2? 2-2.
It's finished 2-2? 2-2.
We showed good energy as usual. Ross Stewart again, superb. The goalkeeper made 3 great saves.
He did, didn't he? World class saves as well, mind.
They were absolutely superb. I think today it's disappointing not to get the 3 points, but I think we're going to keep on growing. We're going to keep growing. We've got good energy. We've got good team spirit. It's nice to see it. We haven't got any plodders anymore. As much as I like Grant, Ledbetter, he was a plodder in the middle. We've got lads with energy. They want to play. They can move the ball quick. And
bit of a setback though, Alan, today, a bit of a setback.
It is.
Man of the match quickly, mate.
Yeah, man of the match. Ross Stewart showed good movement. McGeady was probably quite good today for me. McGeady looked good today.
What was your best moment in the game?
Obviously, the goal for us, but the keeper made 3 amazing saves, and I know you don't want to be on the defensive back foot, but it's
lost
good.
The game, well, I don't have to
it's good. No, we've got a goalkeeper who can do that.
Right, have a safe journey on. Take care, mate. Take care. Fleetwood 2, Sunderland 2 with Cliff disappointing end of the game. We conceded 2 late goals. Oh, I'd say it's disappointing.
Yeah, disappointing, but not. I mean, there's still some good football played. I just think, at this level, got to learn to manage games out. You're 2-0 up, you've got to bottle that up, even if it goes in row Z for 10 minutes.
Well, this is what I'm saying. It's like people say about Lee Johnson being this, that, and the other. So just take your time. It's only all he does. You know what I mean? He's been trying to see games out, and I said eventually you're trying to see games out and be defensive. That's what happened. Do you know what I mean?
I think he brought his subs on for me at the wrong times. I think he should have kept it later and then bottled it. Like the last 10 minutes. That's when he can kill games off. But young side learning. If somebody said take a point this time, they say you would. But you've got 2-0 up. You've got to be able to manage games better than that and finish them off.
Exactly, Cliff. Like I said, it's a big kick in the teeth. But can we get back on track?
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Bolton next Saturday, then Bolton start the season well.
I don't think it's a problem. I think there's a little one or two huffing and puffing the fans, but you know, oh well, let's have a look at them. They're playing some wonderful football, quick, fast football. You know, the attacking numbers, the defending numbers. I don't think it's a lot.
I'm hoping this is just a minor blip. Like, is that what you?
I wouldn't even think it's a blip. I just think they've just got to learn to manage games out. That's it.
Starman and best moment of the game.
Ross Stewart again, just his movement, his workhorse. You know, you look at him and he's just a different class of his size and his work rate. So yeah, I just think, like I say, I keep saying it, just manage games better, just see them out, and that's it.
Safe journey, mate.
Right, mate.
Take care, alright. Take care, pal. All right, I'm out outside the Highbury Stadium with Dinky. The game's ended in a draw. Is that a massive setback? It's definitely 2 points drop for me. What do you make of the game?
2 points drop, but it's not a massive setback. What we've got to look at is the full season, and what we're doing today. What me personally feeling is that Lee Johnson sometimes gets it wrong by sitting in for the last 10-15 minutes. We're sitting in, we shouldn't. If we come out and attacked, we wouldn't be giving these daft goals away, you know. That's my feeling. And we're doing that not just away from home, we're doing it at home as well.
Is Lee Johnson at fault of you? You know, man management, you're supposed to make the right decisions.
I made the two wrong decisions. He shouldn't have took.
That's
he took Dan Neil off and he took Hamilton off. And I think they're the best two midfielders we've got at the minute in the club, you know. So
it's good. It's a good one. Like, I mean, you know, we've made a great start. But look at Fleetwood. We've never beat Fleetwood since we dropped. We've never beaten here. We beat them at home in the last game, but not here. So it's a tough ground. I mean, maybe I'm being a bit harsh, but
no, they're an old Wimbledon side. They've got big players, right? And they pump the ball forward, and they'll keep it coming for 90 minutes. Larry Grayson said that in the midweek. He said that they would come.
Is it a worry that we're not keeping clean sheets?
It is a worry.
We're not keeping clean sheets.
What we could take out the game of the day, that keeper that's come in, the German lad,
Hoffman.
He made two fantastic saves.
We could have lost the game.
He made two fantastic saves, and he kept winning the game. But we shouldn't be conceding 8 goals, you know. That's a disappointment with this club, this team.
And man of the match, mate, and star performer.
Oh, man of the match, it's hard to do. Well, I would say, if you give anybody man of the match, I would give it the centre half. I mean,
Doyle or Rice?
Doyle.
A lot of people said
Doyle. But Wright's come in and he did a good game because he usually comes in and substitute for the last 10 minutes, and he's come in a day and he's never really put a foot wrong.
Minor blip, but we'll get it right, do you think?
I will go up this season. I will go up.
Right, thanks for your time, Paul. Safe journey on my way. All right, I'm outside the Highbury Stadium, the home of Fleetwood Town, with Pete. Pete, 2-0 up, 2-2 final score. It's a massive kick in the teeth for me this afternoon.
It is. I think it was one of them games we were in cruise control. You know, we were very, very good first half. I thought second half we took our foot off the gas, but I still felt like we were in control. We conceded a very, very soft goal, and you know, similar story to the last 3 seasons. We've let Fleetwood get one back, and then unfortunately,
tails are up.
All it takes is one decision that can change a game, and you've got a penalty at the end. Was it a penalty? I don't know, but you know, we were in cruise control, and we only have ourselves to blame.
Exactly. I mean, a lot of people, and I'm not going to sit on the fence here about Lee Johnson, because I said at the start of the season I was of the opinion he's going to get us promoted, and people saying, oh, Lee Johnson this, Lee Johnson that. The last few games he's been trying away from home. He's been trying to see games out, and I think that's risky. And I think he's done the same thing today. He's got to take responsibility for that game. I think as well. His man management at times, he's making the wrong decisions at the wrong times.
I've said all season, especially playing Fleetwood. Obviously, Fleetwood are a very direct team. You know, from throw-ins, from corners, from free kicks. And when we were winning 1-0, I was worried that they were going to score. It only takes a second to score a goal. It only takes a deflection. It only takes a penalty. You know. But yeah, you know, I can see we've done it a lot at home this season when we've been winning 2-1. We've brought a defender on. But like I say, you know, it's a collective thing. You know, you can't just blame one individual. You win as a team, you lose as a team, you draw as a team. And I just think, like I say, we've only got ourselves to blame, really. But you know, I just said to him, Nico, we were in cruise control. We really were. We were so comfortable.
But even when we're 2-0 up, like obviously I come out, I set the equipment up, we're 2-0 up. I'm thinking, you know, there's someone right there. I think if they get a goal, they're back in the game, and they've got that goal, tails it up, and then they equalised. I mean, you've got to see games out.
Like you say, when Sunderland went 2-0 up, you could argue Fleetwood at that time, and we're on top, and then we've scored, and then obviously Fleetwood have pulled one back. And like I say, it takes 1 second to change a game.
Do you think maybe some of the Sunderland fans, well, myself, have been a bit harsh because we've never won again, and another, you know, we've never.
No, look, everyone has a right to be disappointed. I think these sort of results are why we're still in this division.
No,
I mean,
not seeing games
look,
out.
all the best teams in this league are going to drop points over the course of the season. However, we've done this the last 4 years, we were 2-0 up today. So every fan has every reason to be annoyed. But yeah, like, you know, how many times the last 3 years have we dropped points in these positions? So.
Last two things. Your favourite moment in the game, and your star man, your man of the match.
I start with me man of the match. I thought Dennis Serkin was outstanding today.
There you go. That's a good shout. That.
I think he was very good. I think defensively he was solid. I think he was very good going forward. I think he was very committed in his tackles. So yeah, no brainer for me. I think Serkin was man of the match.
Best moment.
Moment of the match. Probably Stewart scoring again.
That's mine. That's mine.
Probably Stewart scoring again. Or McGeady, or what we all thought had wrapped it up. But yeah, probably Stewart putting us 1-0 up.
Just a little blip. Do you think we'll get back on track? Tuesday in the cup, then next Saturday against Bolton.
I trust the team. We're a good side. We've got good players.
I think Lee Johnson.
We've got a lot of good young technicians. Results happen like this. We then now got to go and show we go and bounce back and don't let this become a habit.
You're absolutely confident that we're going to finish in the top two.
I don't know if I remember you asked me this a couple of seasons ago.
You say it every time.
I know you can't judge a season this early, but I expect to get back to winning ways pretty soon in the league. Obviously, Wigan's on Tuesday in the cup. Anything can happen in that, but yeah, I have full confidence in the team.
Thanks for your time.
No problem.
No problem. Safe journey home. All right, I'm with Ellis. Ellis, you've got a YouTube channel, The Highbury Stand, a Fleetwood Town supporter. Congratulations on your 2 late goals. You probably deserved a draw in the end, but it's massively disappointing for Sunderland, being a Sunderland fan. What was your making of the game, mate?
Pardon?
What do you make of the game?
Oh, you know, Sunderland are a very strong side. What is it, 6 or 7, 5 wins this season so far. You got Ross Stewart aside. We've got some good couple of players like Jed Gardner, Danny Andrews can play a ball. You've got delicate players. You've got delicate players like Ross Stewart making it on the goal sheet, 5 goals to his name. It's been a difficult game, but in the last 15 minutes, I'd say we've dominated it. So, yeah.
I think it's another thing where with Sunderland, we seem to be just trying to see the game out instead of trying to just go for it and getting that. To be honest, when you're 2-0 up, you should be seeing the game out anyway. But I didn't say that your 2 goals that come outside, but what was your goals like? Your 2 goals?
Soft goals, but Callum Morton on that runs. He's just our key player at the moment. 5 goals in 3 games. Soft penalties. Never deserved both of them. So really, we should have just ended as a 1-1. But I'd say definitely deserved for the first goal.
So what's your aspirations, Ellis, this season for Fleetwood? Where do you think you could realistically finish?
We've had some ups and down records, like losing 3 games in the start of the season. I think we're going to finish at least top 17. But if I had to be
specific,
then I'd probably go for a 14.
When I'm at mid-table, just
mid-table, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, Simon Grayson, are you happy with him as well? Do you think he could deliver the goods this season?
He joined last season halfway through. He hasn't done too bad. Got rid of a couple of our decent looking players, but really he's made some good youngsters look well, like Shaden Morris, Jay Matete. Simon Grayson, great manager from Blackpool. He's a really great manager, if I'm honest with you. And if I'm honest with you, he's probably doing a better job so far than Joey Barton, because Joey Barton was just one of those gobby little managers, and that's not what we need. We need a delicate manager for our squad.
Quickly, son. Your man of the match and your favourite moment in the whole game.
Favourite moment. James Hill cropping your players. No, I'm joking. Callum Morton's runs, making it down the wing. And my man of the match, I would have to go to either Callum Morton or James Hill.
Nice. Thanks for your time, mate. All right. Good luck for the rest of the season, pal. All right. Good luck with your channel as well. Subscribe to his channel. What's your channel again?
The Highbury Stand.
Highbury Stand. Subscribe to his channel. Give him a few subscribers, all right? See you later, mate. Take care, all right? Take care, son. SFC fans react. Fleetwood 2. Sunderland 2, sheer disappointing end of the game. Massively disappointing.
It was. I thought they played really well, but
unbelievable.
You've got to give Fleetwood a bit of credit. Actually, I thought they were a decent side. I think they battled well. They're a young side, they had energy. We tried our best to get in behind them. We very rarely did get in behind them, to be fair. So I thought they were decent. On another day, we would have won the game.
You've got to be seeing that game out, though.
95 minutes.
You've got to be seeing it 2-0 up. You've got to see games out.
You're right.
That's similar to the fine module. I says seasons prior, and everybody's getting excited about Lee Johnson says this, that, and that. People say you're a bit harsh there, Sean, on the top of the table, but
Smart's fine margins it is. I mean, you look at the game, their keeper's man of the match, by the way. I mean, he's made 3 world-class saves. The one where he's tipped it over the bar, the one low down with McGeady there. So I think on balance, I thought it was a decent game. And it was probably a fair result, to be fair.
You think 2-2 fair result?
Away from home. You know, I think they're off decent side. Them.
They are,
give them a bit of credit.
They are, let's be honest, they're a decent side. And to be fair as well, we haven't beat these since we've dropped in this division.
No,
so
they're a bit of a bogey team,
at the stadium anyway, right now, beating the team like
yes,
best moment in the game in Starman.
Well, I think the best moment of the game was Ross Stewart's
first goal.
Honestly, Ross Stewart is an outstanding prospect for us. Like, I think he's twice as good as Charlie White.
It's just a minor blip. We'll beat Bolton and back on track next Saturday.
Wigan on Tuesday. Well, we'll be back on track.
That's a cup, isn't it? No bother, pal. Stay safe. I'm outside the Highbury Stadium. Massively disappointing. Was end of the game, Morgan. 2-2 when we're 2-0 up. You know, we should be seeing the game out.
Yep, definitely should be seeing the game out, especially from being 2-0 up. We should be at least pushing to get a third to kill the game, get the 3 points, move on to the next game. But yeah, Fleetwood did look dangerous all game. I think it was that striker. Was his name Morton? I think it was.
I think it was,
he looked really dangerous all game, especially first half. But yeah, just deflation.
Proper deflation. It's like a hammer blow. Yeah. A lot of Sunderland fans are saying it's just a little minor blip, but look, we've been used to this for the last 3 years in this division. Us blowing away Leeds and faltering. I mean, it's only early days. We're still there. Yeah. Top. I think we're still top of where, or did Wigan go top?
I'm not sure because I wasn't keeping an eye on the other results. But as far as I'm aware, we're still top. I could be wrong, but
it's a sickening moment. You can see in your face. You got it. I mean. We were setting equipment up when we went, and it was 2-0 when I come out. 2-0, and this is not too late goal. You should be seeing the games out. It's a massive. Yeah. For me, it's 2 points dropped. I know people say, well, it was a fair result, but when you're 2-0 up, you've got to be seeing it out.
Especially when you're 2-0 up with 20 minutes to go, like you should be seeing the game out.
Is Lee Johnson going to take some flack for today?
Yeah, I think you should. Like, you can't.
Well, obviously the players as well, but
yeah, everyone's got to take a bit of stick. Yeah. You can't be 2-0 up with 20 minutes left and lose. Yeah. Well, draw even. Yeah.
How do you think played well today, Morgan? I mean, somebody said Cirkin. I thought Cirkin was solid.
Cirkin was brilliant.
In the middle, I think we're really
bit shaky in the middle.
In the middle, I thought O'Neill was all right, but
O'Neill was okay. Yeah.
Daniel was very quiet today, wasn't he?
Daniel was quiet as you, unlike himself, but. Ross Stewart played well, got his goal. Yeah. McGeady lucky with the penalty.
Do you know what? It's a sickener. I'm proper gutted. I'm proper. You've got it. 2-0 up. I've said this. Sorry, I've said this many times. But 2-0 up, 20 minutes to go. You've got to see the game out. Yep. You've got to see it out.
Get the third, get the 3 points, and just move on to the next game. Mm-hmm. But
best moment in the game, Morgan.
Stewart's goal.
Man of the match.
Well, I'd say Ross Stewart as well, but Hoffman.
He pulled some good saves off.
He did. Brilliant
he pulled
saves.
A worldie off in the first half.
World-class save. The next man will know you.
So do you think this is just a little blip? Are you still confident in Lee Johnson?
I'm still confident, yeah. Well, one of the lads who was walking past saying Lee Johnson out. Right. Like, we're 6 or 7 games into the season. Yeah. And we're top 2 even.
I'm on the fence with the Johnson. I was from the start of the season, but he's got to deliver the season, and maybe just a little blip, and we'll get back on track Tuesday in the cup, and then obviously Saturday, which is more important against Bolton.
Yeah, well, Tuesday against Wigan doesn't really matter.
It's for now. It's all about the league. It's all about the league. Sorry, now we've done well in the cup, but look, it's about the league this season. We've got to get up this division.
Yeah, got to get out of this division. We've been in here too long.
Yeah. Is the manager in the squad is definitely good enough to go in the top 2? Finish in the top 2, yeah?
I think it's good enough, without a shadow of a doubt. Just a little blip, but hopefully next week against Bolton.
Bolton at home, yeah.
Again, that's going to be a tough game because they've had a brilliant start of the season coming up from League 2. But it's going to be a tough game next week, but I'm confident we'll get back to winning ways.
Thanks for your time, Morgan, as always. Thank you, Paul. Safe journey on, Paul.